So we got, okay, here and here, okay? So we're going to make a little scale here, okay? So at the top here, this is across both of these, okay? So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, okay? So she, in my opinion, she is about a 6. There's really nothing too special about her. She's cute. She dresses well. You know, these are just all objective scientific measures in regards to attractiveness. She has literally has no, she has like literally just nipples on her flat chest. So she can't be anything more than a 6, right? So from just an objective standpoint. Now he is over here. I'm going to go ahead and say this guy is probably an 8, a 9, or a 10. Okay. So she, in true hypergamous fashion, right? She is looking here and trying to get with homeboy, right? She clearly is tolerating all of this really, really, really bad treatment, quite frankly, because she believes the number one thing that's important is looks, right? Looks, because women look at men as like a status symbol too, right? So this guy is up here and she's down here, okay? And the thing is, though, with him being an 8, 9, or 10, he is looking for a long-term mate either here. He is looking for a long-term mate either here, or he is looking for a long-term mate here. Okay? Most likely speaking. All right? So she was just there to facilitate satiating his desire for sexual variety, right? And she was making it easy. I mean, she's flying out to him. Jesus Christ, flying out to him, right? And you know, doing everything in her power to be with this guy, and he is just not really in it, because if a guy likes you or if a girl likes you, it's very cut and dry. You will know. You will know. Okay? You will absolutely know. And yeah, and Tyler, you say, you know, I give her a 5 at best. 5 is average, and the average girl in America is 180 pounds. So I just give her a 6 just because she's not a gargantuan Walmart golem, right? She's not out there snarling for fucking Twinkies, right? So, but the only thing I could think of when she was just, you know, lamenting about how her life is just falling apart because she can't accept that she's a side piece. Okay. Part of success in dating is, and a lot of people don't want to hear this, everybody settles. Okay. Guys, women are settling for you and you're settling for them. All right. But she refused to settle because she had delusional standards. But the thing is this, now what happened to her? Well, she lost time. She lost money. She lost emotional, I would say stability, right? Because she went through a lot of emotional pain, and she lost desirability to a degree because she racked the body up, okay, via an unneeded body on her body count, okay? And again, from just a scientific standpoint, these are all things that do matter, okay? And this is not hate-filled, okay? There's scientific literature that literally covers all of this. She lost time. She lost money. She lost emotional stability, and she lost desirability because she racked up an unneeded body. Okay. So all of this could have been avoided if she just had a good idea of where this was going. Because again, when women, it's so funny how women do not want to accept the truth, especially when they're chasing after a guy, right? This one girl I dated, she was obsessed with this guy, right? Obsessed. Like writing about him in diaries, talking about him to me, talking about him to other girls that she was friends with, right? And I was just like, God, this woman is totally, totally obsessed with this guy. She was like, we were dating and it was serious and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, good. You got your heart broken by a guy. Really sorry to hear that, right? So fast forward to the end of the relationship. I break up with her and I'm just so curious, right? I'm so curious about this guy. So I find him on Instagram. I was like, yo, bro, what's up? And he's like, hey, who the fuck are you? And I was just like, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. I dated XYZ. And look, I just had some questions I wanted to ask you because this chick was totally obsessed with you. He's like, really? And he was like, yeah. So we get on Zoom and we start talking. And I talk to the guy, right? And he's like a certified chat. He's like 6 foot tall. He's a good looking white guy, jacked, handsome face, blue eyes, good, makes good money. He's a stud, right? And we're talking and he's like, bro, he's like, that girl was just a side piece. I was like, what? He's like, bro, I did not even care about that girl. He's like, it was a small little wrinkle in time for me. I do not even care about it, that chick at all. And I was just like, dog, this chick was obsessed with you. He's like, yeah, bro, she was crazy as hell. You know, and he was like, he didn't even think highly of her. He thought poorly of her, right? And it's so funny because like now we're friends. Like we're friends. He helps me with my fitness coaching. And he helps me with diet and stuff because he's like a jacked Giga Chad guy. And we're friends now. And it was just so funny. It was a mind-blowing thing for me to realize too. Because she was like so obsessed with this guy and like heartbroken. She's like, I remember she was telling her friend, and I read the text. She was like, I don't know if I'll ever find this kind of love again. I was just like, what? Because at the time I read it, I was like, man, this guy must have been like fucking Casanova, like dicking her down and like, bringing her roses and like, just doing the whole 9 yards. Nothing. Dude was like dicking her down and like, peace, we got to go. Like, I got to see you later. That was the extent of their relationship. And it only lasted like 6 to 9 months. So it's just so funny when these girls, they are just so lost. And it's a mixture of self-absorbedness, right? That, and what's funny is that this girl too that we're talking about, she came from an extremely broken Japanese home. So like it makes sense to like think like, kind of tolerating poor treatment in a relationship is something that is a good thing. Like, no, healthy people have healthy boundaries. And the reality is like when somebody's treating you poorly and you stay in that situation, that's on you. Man or woman, that's on you. Okay? And you can only betray yourself for so long before the reality of the situation comes crushing down on you. So going back to old girl, here's the truth, right? So here, right? She's here. She wanted this because obviously this here is a good deal for her. This is a W, right? If she can claw upwards, genetically speaking, she has a better chance for her offspring to continue on because they're more attractive. I guarantee you it's some like tall, rich white guy too. I guarantee you. Okay. But he was not realized, like she's just a side piece and he was probably looking for someone, maybe a white chick or something, but someone of equal attractiveness to get his rocks off and have a relationship because he's clearly in the position to give commitment, but he just didn't want to give it to her. So by her finally seeing this guy's got a girlfriend, she realizes, damn, I'm not good enough for this guy and I got to move on. Okay. So it's just wild, bro. Hey, shout out to Exodia. The Forbidden One is in the house. Whoa, we're all about to lose. Don't get all 5 pieces together. So yeah, man, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. So like, I wanted to break this down. And again, and this is not to like disparage the girl. I feel sorry for her. I hope she gets her shit together, but she probably won't because she's in LA. But the point is this, right? These girls are lost, guys. So don't internalize this rejection too much. Like, you have to be emotionless about it to a degree. You got to take your feelings out of it and just look at things objectively. And the number one way to solve your dating problem, it is through volume. So you have to talk to a lot of girls, okay? It took me forever. It takes me forever to meet good women, right? Because humans are everywhere, right? And if you're a good person with standards and integrity and you have a code, forget about it, bro. You're gonna be looking for a while. But when you find something, it's totally worth it. So you gotta, it's just totally worth giving it a go. It really is.